Okay, this will be really quick. Nobody's here perfect. Okay, so hmm. So I'm the I'm the villain. I'm the shit stir. You're the girl's girl. Hmm. You asked for a time where you went after somebody. You started it. You just attacked somebody out of the blue for no fucking reason. Hey, psst, this is that time. This is the example. Because not that you give a fuck who I am or what's happening right now, what the fuck. You don't give a shit about shift. It's obvious. You were warned. You were told not to care. You don't respond to emails or whatever the fuck, right? Hmm. You have nothing to gain from giving a fuck. But let me tell you this. I barely cared, right? But I cared enough to, when I would chime in, when I would peek in, I'm the one that when Ali posted a link and a timestamp to the situation that I took panel on Sam's. That's why I participated. That's why I fucking took the link and I said about the situation that I barely know about. Because I'm not gonna run my mouth about shit I don't know about. You know, like stupid fucking bitches be doing all the fucking time. Okay. So, so very few things that I care about. I don't need to get involved in things, but what would have been interesting to me could have been a conversation that you'll never give a fuck about, or maybe you don't know, could have been had. Two different women were referred to as, let's say, uk, hey, o's, nays. Did you know that? So I thought maybe one day that would be a conversation that would be had instead of just screaming about bullshit, listening to men that are what doing like I am big butt amateur for whatever reason, trying to make us seasick, trying to use us women while they're pretending to be righteous, even though that's not what they wanted. They want us to do tricks for them. It's bullshit, which is what I thought Sue knew about. And don't try to twist it that I fucking manipulated Sue into anything. Because didn't Sue type that shit in Sam's chat? Didn't Sue learn that over at Robin's before what? Before Shift fucking tried to bamboozle her? And that's why you, meh, convinced her, which was so fucking obvious, which is why I knew you were gonna do exactly what you fucking did because predictable. It's been done before. Oh my fucking word. Which is what I wrote in your fucking chat before I popcorn emojied, waited for you to do that thing where you're gonna play my fucking video. And I did that shit. Where I fucking poof, vanish mode, took it away from you, but told you that go fucking make fetch happen, play yourself, while you're calling me what, a stupid bitch? Or whatever the fuck, I don't know, I didn't stay long enough. And I'm sure nobody, or if you did, shout out if you did, but I doubt it because of course I'm gonna doubt it. And shame on anyone who didn't fucking stand up for me because I stood up for what? The truth. I participated appropriately when I did, infrequently as I already qualified. I participated in your chat, meh, the way that I could. Not for any other side except for the side of the truth. That's it. For things that you couldn't have known, you weren't there for, that's all. That's it. But where are we? Are our kids safer because of whatever the fuck you're doing? Question. You could ask me the same thing, but you won't because you don't give a fuck. But I'll play the video, right? But I'm mostly disappointed in Sue, of course, because I actually engaged back and forth with Sue, and I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I actually, for like 5 minutes, was inspired by whoever is Sue, because it felt like she actually was one of those people that like understood something, and I'm so bummed out, you know. What a fucking shame. What a fucking shame. What happened on Sam's, I could predict what, he's predictably unpredictable. It's a fucking roller coaster. He makes me fucking nauseous, you know. And of course, burnt bridge. Burnt bridge. But he'll always hold a grudge because, I rated him a 2.8. But this second that like Sam finds out that May thinks that he's a shitty singer, that shit's gonna fucking explode. And I'm not gonna watch because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because I do not think that because you are someone who used to be married to someone of a certain religion, that makes you an expert on that religion. Sorry, not sorry. And what I didn't have the opportunity to say on his panel, because I didn't get the respect, and someone who qualifies himself as a girl's girl didn't give me that respect. And I don't need a girl's girl to do that because I'm a fucking woman, right? Or a fish, pardon me. But she didn't ask what happened to Shift. What happened to that person that came up here because they cared? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck. And I could have the whole time. What a waste. I could have been hate bonding against her the whole fucking time. I was invited to all of those hate bonding situations, but no, that was fair. And what she did wasn't fair. And nobody will care. Which is why she could do that. Nobody will give a fuck, just like they haven't given a fuck the whole fucking time. But this could serve, I allege. If there hasn't been another opportunity, this I allege. Well, I believe that this could be the time that she did that thing that she was asking for proof of. I believe she came at me because I believe I could prove that to date, that behind the scenes, along the way, I was just trying to understand what the fuck was going on, like in the appropriate way that every once in a while I gave a fuck. I wanted to know the real reason that Beck's channel went down because I don't want to be told by just, bitter people on whatever side that somebody made a tweet and then poof, it's fucking gone. I'll also be honest with you. And I was like, wait a minute. So this alley person just made one fucking tweet and poof, a channel's gone. I'll be honest with you. I was like, if that is the case, who is this alley person? Have her hit me up. Mm-hmm. Dot, dot, dot. All right. Muhaha. Whatever, whatever. Hit me up, alley. Uh-huh. On Sam's panel. Instead of asking me questions about my intent, may try to tell me like a synopsis of what the fuck my intent was. That's weird to me. That's weird for her to try to predict or assume. Ask me questions. That's weird, right? To just tell me. And we never even got to it. That's fucking bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. Also, reminder all along the way, I was like, May, just play the erotica remix. It'll fix everything. Nope, nothing. So that's weird, you know? It's weird. It's where that sound with ask, should I let shift up? How many times would you let rev up or B-socks or this person or that person? Fucking weird. But I didn't start this shit about like over at Sam's channel, like they're hyping it up that like, you know, that there was a problem with subing over at Robin's. And I didn't stay very long at Robin's because first of all, Prime, second of all, R word. I don't fucking hang out with that shit going on. All right? Also, that other dude that would refer to me as that. Okay? Did I already say the part about like Sam's decision to take on what I think is like the cool boy thing where he's like, yeah, I decided that I'm just gonna in an argument to somebody, you know, says something I don't like, and if they make, you know, if they call me, if they cross the line, well, I'm just gonna call them the P word and shut it down. That's fucking crazy. But he's like, well, did it stop the argument? To me, that is a loss of argument and integrity, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Nobody cares what I think. Except for now, suddenly, someone who's gonna ignore me the whole fucking time is gonna spotlight me. That's bullshit. That's why I'm saying this is bullshit. Because what I tried to do for Matt was say, I hear you so upset. So I tried to fucking support you in that way where like, oh my gosh, this is horrific. I genuinely fucking hear you. And I'm gonna try not to be emotional for you because you do not give a fuck. You are willing, just like Sam, to disrespect, to shit on, to use your super popular righteous platform to shit on whatever the fuck I got going on or not got going on. To do the same old, same old. You're such a fucking girl's girl. That's not crazy, Christine. It's inconsiderate. It's boring. It's cookie cutter. It happens all the time. What would be interesting and wonderful and wow and whoa, meaningful, what would be stellar and all the thing, what would be super, what the fuck, like sweet baby angel shit, is actually hold space, give a fuck. I allege, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, blah blah blah, but it might not make good, whatever. But that's why I fucking said that the most like interesting shit that I ever saw happen on your channels when that grandma's pinching cheeks or whatever the fuck came up there and like, you know, fucking poured her heart out because of whatever, trying to find like a piece of her heart. That's the shit that you know, I wish you were screaming about, you know. But whatever. That's not my place to tell you what to do. It's that's unfair. I get all that, right? I totally get that. It's not my place. But for you to highlight and to use again, it's I mean it's inappropriate. You can obviously do whatever you want. You're gonna do whatever you want, but I'm just saying that I think that whatever I heard in the 2 seconds, because of course I left, or you know, are gonna, kick me out. you know, I'm saying, I heard you ask because I actually listened. But what I'm gonna say, and I would have said that if there was no one here either, is that well, I actually paid attention, and this wasn't even this. This was about Sue actually, and you fucked that up. What a girl's girl. Sue actually inspired me. You didn't. Because by the time I left, or Sam kicked me, because you wanted everybody to know what was in the private chat. And I was just like, why would you do that? Like, whatever. Again, you do you. But I was actually really wowed by Sue. And I was like, that's what we fucking need. And I was happy for you that you had. And I'm like, damn, that's wow. And it sucks because I don't know where Ali is or whatever the fuck, right? And I know who used to be here more and why they're not. Because it's shit like this and bitches like you, right? I'm gonna call you a bitch because I don't know, right? Because I'm a stupid fucking bitch that deserves to be called out, kicked out, disrespected. Because what? Because I took a risk for you, for y'all, for your shit. Because Sam, who sucked his own dick, also put his foot in his mouth. But it's my fault. Okay, cool. All right. So here's the fucking video. And
for Robin and this lady of fire, Sue, is kind of too good or something because on this show she worked it out with this Robin. And I thought we were fine too. And then in a few minutes later, she goes on another show and she's making fun of and attacking me and Sue. Why do women really? Why?
So Sam's version is that Sue was on his panel, made up with Robin, left his panel, went over to Robin's panel, where she's talking shit about Sam and herself. Okay. Burnt bridge. You get that? So I get kicked off of Sam's panel. Because I don't know, I don't bring the top tier, whatever bullshit. Mind you, the first time I ever met Samuel, of course, he was wild and wold and wooed. I made it into the fucking top 3, whatever, Samuel fucking Shaw Awards, whatever, because, I'm exceptional and shit like that, whatever. Right? Anyway. But then, of course, I offend him because I don't fucking stroke his ego or whatever. Who fucking cares, right? Moving along. But on this particular stream, I showed up and Sue understood it. Before I got there, she understood it. She'd already been having this thing about what the fuck, dude? I'm paraphrasing, but she was just already being the fuck, there was already be funny, be funny, be funny, be funny. As if he is. Or that's fair, or what the fuck. And Robin and Sue were like, "Yo, we're working shit out," and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave," you know. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Everybody knows how old he is, you know. Anyway, but so I get kicked off. I go over to, and Robin left. And again, and Robin had left the stream again. I don't know, did she have a disconnection because of the internet? Because, whatever the fuck it is. But she left a couple of times that I saw. And Sam would come back. Wow, whoa, ooh, ah, oh my gosh, May, do you understand the magnitude of this event? This is exceptional. Everybody get a post-it note, write it down in your diary. Holy shit, this is the most exceptional thing that's ever happened. May, you're so almighty and powerful. Do you understand the significance of this moment in time? Holy shit, and it's like Robin had already like qualified the reason for her activity, so like the last time she was like, bye, I'm gonna go do a live stream. I don't know, again, like Robin was like, yo, I'm gonna like go prove shit. Like, the whole time, like, Sam Hill's like flashing shit, on the screen. It's like they're like having like this like conversation, and it's like, it's like if you were like trying to like talk about something really important, and like there's this on the screen, you're like, when I was, 7 years old, I don't know, whatever. It's something really important, and then like, like this happens. It's distracting, Fuck. It's disrespectful, at least from, whatever. To each their own, But so Robin leaves to go do her stream. So she's already saying it. She didn't fucking lose. There's no W's or L's or whatever the fuck, or there are, who, whatever. I don't know. Also, who fucking cares? None of my business. Ugh, barf. But it's just, this dude is like pumping it up like to be this fucking thing, and it's fucking weird, dude. What is this fucking investment? Aren't you rich enough, Sam? You're so fucking rich, Sam. Shit. Why gotta I be invested in this? It's weird. It's fucking weird. In my opinion, allegedly, who fucking cares? Anyways, but he's just like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this in all of the evers. So she goes live. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, she's live. I just got kicked out. He kicks me off, and he's like, there go. He's like, another burnt bridge. So, so I'm like, oh, Sam and I broke up for like the 47th fucking time, Damn. I finally figured out, the code to like deal with this dude. I just gotta lie to him about liking his voice more than I do. We figured it out. Fuck. Respectfully, of course. You know? And so I go over to Robin's because, again, I'm not, I'm not even offensive. I'm not even like, I don't even do that much. However, I've been asked on the panel, even though she didn't give fuck enough time for me to answer her question, because she tried to like psychically answer it herself. I'm talking about May, when she was like, why did you, tag me in it? Oh, because y'all be trying to answer your own fucking questions, about this shit. So I wanted to find out why fucking Bex's channel went down, because I'm a nosy bitch, for fuck's sake. So I'm like, why are you showing all these tweets and assuming shit? Fuck, I didn't have to, but I listened to enough guessing about why Lakin's channel, or the Cooper's channel, or this channel, or that channel. By the time I fucking had my monetization or whatever turned down, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make them guess. Nobody gave a fuck, I started the rumors myself. I'm like, oh, was it my news, or was it this? Was it, nobody cared, but whatever. Anywho, so I'm like, I want to fucking know. They're talking about tweets and or X, whatever the fuck it's called. I genuinely wanted to know, because there were a lot of accusations. And like I said, if there was somebody with some magical fucking Twitter or X account that could just boop, put one thing on, I got a list. Duh. Duh. Shit. Hit me up, Allie. Just kidding. Or not kidding. Hit me up. Whoever. Anyway, so I went up on a panel on Hostbusters, and I dared to do the thing while they're showing Twitters and tweets and twats. Just kidding. And I'm like, is there not specific communication directly from Twitter to the account holder on the channel that was terminated with explanation, communicating why the channel was removed? Because did they like skip the protocol of like strikes and shit? Like, is that a thing? Could you just like lose your channel in one fell swoop because somebody tweets? Question mark. I don't know the answer. Or like were there already two strikes? I don't fucking know. I wanted to know. I'm nosy. Shit. So I'm also persistent. Pattern of behavior. This would be known. Nobody should be surprised about this. So, dear May, if you had why are you asking me what the fuck you were tagged in? Just go look. You would have learned, I believe, that the answer to your question is it was the termination fucking letter, allegedly or definitely, to Bex's fucking channel. Cause I followed the fuck up. Cause I'm a super sleuth, nosy bitch. That's what that shit was. Uh-huh. Maybe I tagged you in it to show you that. Also, because what if it wasn't it? What if I got the wrong shit, and then you saw it and you were like, "That's what they gave you as proof," and then you knew it wasn't proof. Maybe I am a shit stirrer, and you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Shift, that's what they showed you. No, Shift, this is the real thing." And then I would have been like, "Oh my gosh," and I would have gone back to the other side. How damn dare you give me the wrong proof? That would have been me too. Pattern of behavior. Free agent, yo, free fucking agent. So wasted opportunity because but here we are. You called me out. You wanted to humiliate me, make me the bad one. Here we are. Just like everybody else. I'll just assume that, I'm not going to. I was going to say, oy, you just want to sit at the cruel kids table. You were pink on Wednesdays, all the things. But whatever, you know? Also, I forgive you, stranger, for making your bullshit beef more important than every struggle, every pain, every heartbreak, every anything of mine, everything of every whatever in orbit of mine. Thank you for making it that much harder for me to give a fuck about the next stranger that I see struggling, because it's harder and harder and harder for me to care about strangers, because shit like this, because of situations like that you've created. Because what did I do? What the fuck did I do? What did I do in that video? At what point? What did I do? What did I do in the comment section? What did I do in the comment section? What did I do that had any influence on what Sue wrote in Sam's comment section? Prove to me that she didn't write that before our interaction in that clip's comment section. What the fuck, May? But of course, I can prove that this has been your plan all along. Right? Even when you're DD on your panel, despite my ability to participate in that chat, I knew what the fuck I was talking about. You invited others up on panel, not me. But I had plenty to offer. But you didn't want to validate me. A girl's girl, right? What's the matter, May? How many people pay your phone bill, huh? Hmm? Hmm. It's fucked up. That's cool that you gotta put your Cash App in Samuel's. Oh, I sent you the discount link for Wendy's, stream out. Hmm. But whatever. It's not a big deal, right? I use it. Some people, it is a big deal. Hmm. But it's not about that, right? Anyway, I hope it was worth it to you for making it more impossible for me to do what I know you don't give a fuck about. And the only reason I ever paid attention to you at all was because of what I thought you actually gave a fuck about. And now I know for sure that you don't. Because you definitely fucking don't. You definitely don't. So as you brag about not giving a fuck about bitches like me, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk about you that way. I'm gonna wish that Sue was the version of her before you convinced her to be less. Because who I interacted with, well, she was a woman's woman. Figure it out. I'm not gonna waste my time.